Oh, man. I think there it goes. It did. Here. What do you know? There we are.
And can't hear us.
How about there? There it is. I have no idea what's going on, guys. So, good evening again. We'll try this again. Hey, everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
We're the Big Family Homestead. Yay! And I was saying that we needed to do a balloon drop. I know. Look at that. Isn't that funny? That's so funny. Our I don't know. Our goofy looks are right on there. Welp, you made a sound. There we go. I think that's it now. So, well, Tyler Woods is here, so now it's going to work properly. There. See? Tyler Woods is in the house. Well, let's say hello to everybody. Hey, Reverend Richard. Hey, Thrifty VG. Alicia Drapeau.
Roy's here.
Roy's
and
here.
Shelly.
Go.
I know Shelly's there. She just doesn't comment. So
Keep going.
The Adaptive Maritimer, Reverend Richard Lee. Country Mama. Common Sense University doesn't give degree.
That's great.
That is a great
title.
Channel. Alicia, Judy, CRT, Jesse Blakeman.
And Mike DeFazio.
Yeah, you're the only one that can say that.
What, can you give it a try?
No.
What would your version be? You got to give it a try.
No.
Come on. Everyone's watching.
I know. Exactly. Everyone's watching. Anyway,
well,
Scott M. Franklin, North Carolina is here. North Star Prepsteader. Tyler Woods, North Star. Oh, I said North Star Prepsteader. Shaken. And Tommy.
Well, good evening to everybody, even if we did not get your name read aloud. Well, tonight, I've got to be honest with you. We are a little bit pooped.
A little?
A little bit pooped.
A little bit, yeah.
We have had some friends come over, and it's been awesome, fun.
Yes, it totally has.
It's fun. The folks from the This Is How We Rock channel have come over to our house, and you've got Barry and Alex and their 5 kids, and he's a real live rock star.
Yep. He's played for very large bands. Scorpion, Yngwie Malmsteen,
Ted Nugent.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just recently was playing for a huge Japanese band.
And that's not a joke.
No.
Because, you know, like, if you're a musician, the joke is if you're, like, unknown and you try to impress somebody who doesn't know you, you say, well, we're big in Japan. And that's kind of, like, because no one can prove it.
No.
But he really is big in Japan.
He really is.
Yeah, a band called the Bees. Like B-Z.
Oh, there's a hyphen? Okay.
Bees.
Okay. Cool.
And actually, today, we had Barry looking at within this close of real live bees.
Oh, did you really?
When we were driving, we took an ATV ride because it's been a long time and he's never been in the mud and having fun like that for a long time. So we took a ride, and I just happened to see a beekeeper friend of mine, Beekeeper Dan.
Oh, is he out?
He was out tending his hives.
Awesome.
I'm like, turn around, we gotta get back there. And so the bass player from Bees was playing with real bees.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah. And what else did you guys did? What is that goo that you make, the white stuff?
Huh?
Clear water or whatever.
Water kefir.
Well, tell them.
Oh, well,
Don't
you
tell
asked
me.
me. So I was showing Alex, his wife, how to make water kefir and how easy it is and how good it is for you. And so that took all of 10 minutes.
What else did you guys do when we were gone?
We were talking about homeschool stuff. She was wanting to know more about the good and the beautiful and what math curriculum we're using and things like that. So, yeah, just trying to help her out, and figure out where her kids are at, with the good and the beautiful curriculum. So, I'm
not seeing what Phoebe's saying, but it's somebody's birthday. Marcia, happy
Marsha.
birthday!
Happy
birthday, Marcia. Her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Come on, Mom, help me. Happy birthday to you. Come on.
No,
come on,
I
help
don't
me.
sing. It's
Happy
Patricia's
birthday.
daughter. It's Patricia's daughter's, her youngest
Marsha.
daughter's, Marsha's birthday. So
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
to
Marsha.
You. All right.
He's the singer. I just play the radio. So.
And she doesn't even do that very well. Ringy dingy. Give me a little call.
Are you done fooling around?
Not yet.
Oh, criminy.
So we also got to go and take a tour of a friend of ours' dairy farm.
Yes. Yes. Claire's boyfriend, his name is Cody, and his family have a full-size dairy. They have, in the summertime, they run 70-some cows through their milk house. Well, I guess not the milk house. The milk house is
You're not supposed to put cows in the milk house.
You don't put cows in the milk house, but through the stalls, and they get milked. And so, yeah, I mean, they have a lot going on there. They grow all of the food for themselves, for their cows, and
well, they do corn, barley,
oats and soy.
Oats and soy.
Yes, and hay.
Oh, and hay. I was corrected today.
Yeah. They have a silo for haylage. They have a corn silo, and then they have another grain bin for their other grains.
And the kids got to put their heads in the headlocks for the cows.
That was so funny.
This will all be in a video tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, so you're going to want to tune in tomorrow.
Right. Funny thing is the headlocks don't actually hold their heads because it's too wide for their little heads. But they were having fun petting the calves, and actually some of the calves were sucking on their fingers. And
they saw a cow that had just recently been born like an hour ago, maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so there was a fresh calf on the ground out in the front field, and they got to see that. They were excited about that. What else did they see?
Stop and smell the roses said, I have made your bread and cinnamon rolls with orange essence many times now. 10 pounds heavier now. And so happy. Yes.
I am so glad that you like them. I gotta make those this week.
You should make them tomorrow before they come over.
Good idea.
Because they're going to come over tomorrow. We're going to do some ATV riding. The kids are going to get to go out. And what was the other thing? You wanted to go to the homeschool store.
We don't have to do that tomorrow. No, but I know Alex wanted to get some of the math curriculum from the Rod and Staff.
And these people have just been straight up neat, cool people.
Very cool, awesome kids.
Conservative family. He tells these stories of all these bands that we've all grown up with, you know, and that he was there. He was there.
Yeah, he was there, and when we were listening, and well, you were listening. I didn't listen to those bands. I had a friend in high school who listened to Dawkins. She was a huge Dawkins fan.
Yeah.
But
your friend may know how to play rock, but does he go to the Rock of Ages Jesus? Yes. They are absolutely a family of believers.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's been really cool connecting with them because I cannot imagine the pressures that you go through being in that situation, in those situations, and still maintaining your faith and being a godly dude. It must be really hard. And so, hats off to you, Barry. Right.
So they have 5 amazing kids, and their oldest daughter, Serena, made me this awesome bracelet today. So I've been wearing it all day. However, I'm going to take it off right now because I keep clicking it on the table, making lots of noise. So I'm going to hold on to it right there.
I'm going to comment right here because they're talking about the dairy air. Tyler Woods was talking about dairy air. And North Star Prepster says, smell of money. And that's exactly what our farmer friend says.
Yeah.
The smell of that poo is the smell of money. That's right. That's right.
Oh, the kids got to go up into a tractor, one of those big John Deere.
Big John Deere tractor. Yep.
Yeah, so they were having a blast with that.
And he was so cool, Mr. Farmer Man. I don't know if he wants his name, so I'm not going to do that. But he brought up popsicles for the kids.
He did.
And you got one too.
I got one too. He's like, can I have one, please?
Yep.
So
let's go to questions. Today, here's the thing, guys. We've been entertaining and having a good time with our friends. So we have a topic, but I'm not sure how long it'll last. The topic is it came up in conversation, and the thing is this that everybody's looking for a way to make a few extra bucks on the side, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. No. Whether you're a homestead and you can, have bees and sell honey, or whether you can bake bread and sell that, or whatever it is that you can do. But one of the things that we talked about last time that I think we missed was finding money. Finding money. You can go out and find money. I know, I have a friend who he passed on, a treasure hunter.
Yes.
And he found stuff all the time. Now, if you have access to a metal detector, these guys and gals go out on the beaches. They go at wherever there are places that a lot of people congregate and lose stuff. And they find rings all the time. They find money all the time. They find belts all the time that are worth a ton of money. And that, my friends, is a great idea if you have access to a metal detector. And you can find historical things.
Yes. I'm not into that, honey. You're on your own with that one, because I've never done anything like that.
We have friends, the Schneider family. Detective.
Oh, yeah. We know 2 Schneider families. That's why I was confused.
Oh. And their kids go out into the, what do they call them? The national, where they would have battles. Like Civil War battles. What do they call those? You know what I'm talking about.
You guys know what he's talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. And they go and find historical artifacts.
Cool.
They do.
That's really cool.
And they find stuff all the time.
That's really neat.
And so, a way to preserve history and put a little money in your pocket. So, let's see. What we're going to do, guys, because honestly we're a little bit pooped.
A little bit.
Is we're going to go ahead and open it up for Q&A.
Yeah.
So, does anybody have a question for Christa? Preferably Christa. Or I. Please type them in all caps.
Yeah.
While you read some comments while we're waiting.
Well, Will is here, and he's confused because we're doing Monday show. We changed over to Monday night. A
long time ago, Will.
Well, he's been busy with
He's been busy, mate.
He's been busy.
He's been very busy.
He's been busy. Anyway, we changed over from Sunday to Monday because we wanted Sunday to be more of a family day where we didn't really have to do a lot of work, and we could spend more time with the kids and go to church events on Sunday nights if necessary. So.
Yeah. Battlefield is the word I was looking for, not reenactment. Yeah. Because, when are we coming to visit? Well, when you want us to be there, we'll come.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if you want a Rockstar to come to your place, maybe we can come tomorrow.
Maybe.
Give me a ringy dingy after the show, Will. Give me a call, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with Christa. I don't know.
How so?
Have you started a garden yet? Excellent topic.
Okay. Yes and no. We have all of our tomato plants going in the house, and I have some pepper plants going. I've got to get the cabbages and beans and peas. I'll plant those straight into the ground. But we tilled on Thursday. Was it Thursday? Or was it Friday? Either way. And then Saturday and Sunday, it rained constantly. We got over 3.5 inches of rain. So there's no, and it got really cold. So there was nothing going in the ground. It probably won't until this coming weekend. It was
36 degrees last night.
Yeah.
It almost snowed yesterday.
In some areas in northern Wisconsin, it did snow.
Good Lord.
So.
Okay, yeah, another question, Mama. This one's for you. What homeschool math do you use in high school?
See, that's where I'm struggling, guys.
But we just got sent something, didn't we?
That was for first grade.
Oh, first grade?
Yeah, that was math 1. No, that's where I'm struggling. Hope is starting high school next year. However, she does not like math very much. She hates math.
Yeah.
So she struggles with it, and I struggle with it sometimes too because I'm trying to show this to her and trying to teach it to her, but she's just not getting it. So I'm trying to find the right curriculum for her. I've looked at teaching textbooks. It's just expensive. Honestly, it's $200 a year for the online teaching textbooks, the 3.0 thing. I can't do that. I try, I want to homeschool, but I want to keep it as low
stress.
low stress for everybody and keep our budget low. You know, I don't want to go and spend thousands of dollars on school curriculum when it's not needed. So I'm trying to find a really good one for high school. So I apologize. I haven't gotten there yet. We've used several other ones for the older kids that were online. Easy Peasy has a really good one, but she uses Khan Academy a lot, and I was not a huge fan of that. And also the Georgia Virtual Academy, wasn't a huge fan of that because they use Common Core. And then there was another one called DiscoveryK12.com. That was a really good one. David did well with that one. Yay Math is a YouTube channel that is awesome.
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah. So I'm struggling with that one because I have a kid that struggles with math, so it's really kind of difficult. We have used Rod and Staff for math for the last 2 years and have loved it. Caleb has got his math facts going like this. Grace has got it down pat. So we're working on it. We're working on it.
Question I can answer here from Dreams. Are you guys still using the Netgear Nighthawk? What kind of plan do you have from a website? How did you set it up? Okay, here's the spoiler alert. Most people cannot get what we got, and I'll tell you why. Yes is the answer to the Nighthawk, and we love it. We are live streaming out in the middle of the North Woods, guys. Our internet here is so terrible. Like, if you know the up and down speeds, when we were on the standard thing, down was about 5, up was 0.05.
Right.
Meaning, no way. I mean, to stream even basically, you need like 5-ish up, you know, maybe 6. We love it. The problem is this for most people. You can't get the plan anymore.
No.
We are on AT&T, and I believe Verizon does it, and maybe Sprint. You'd have to check it out. But what happened is this. We have truly unlimited, truly unthrottled data. I believe 1 month, not too terribly long ago, we went through 90 gigabytes. Or no.
900.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a ton. Because all of our videos now are 4K that we're uploading.
Yeah.
And so that means every video I upload is like almost 3 gigabytes. So it's a lot. Wow. Now, the thing is this. What happened was way back 22 years ago. Remember in flip phone days? Some guy talked me into getting the unlimited, always data plan, the best thing you can ever get, and it's only going to be like $2 a month or whatever it was. Well, we just kept getting grandfathered into the next best plan, the next best plan, the next plus plan, and we're here. And we got the plan by accident, and then they discontinued it for everybody else.
Yeah. We just happened to get it right after, they were going to discontinue it, and they're like, oh, we can get you in on there. So it was really nice. So
okay, how much do you charge for farmers market items? We don't currently go to farmers markets. We probably will.
Yeah.
But we have not yet.
Right. So we're not good at people to ask on that one.
Yep.
So.
There's probably a lot more people that could chime in the chat to say, hey, well, I get this for cucumbers, I get this for whatever.
Right. Okay. North Star Prep Setter says try Saxon Math. I have used Saxon Math. I like it and I don't like it for lots of different reasons. So I was actually going to try using that for her this year. I have the pre-algebra one, so I was going to try that with her to see how that goes. It might fly, it might not, and we might have to change. And that's the awesome thing. You don't have to stick with, if it's not working, you don't have to stick with it. If it's not working, change it. Don't stick with it. And that's why I don't like to spend a lot of money on curriculum.
Okay, Polina is asking, let's see. What's this say? That's nothing.
Yeah.
No idea about that. Polonia is asking about Kristen Brad. How's the baby cow doing? The baby cow is doing excellent.
She is doing awesome.
Buttercup.
Buttercup, yes. We're actually moving to milking Maisie twice a day because she is making so much milk. And the baby is just not able to drink all of it. And I don't want Maisie to have a problem, so... excuse me.
Well, and she's given us a ton of milk.
I got 2.5 gallons this morning. And 3.5 gallons yesterday morning.
Okay, funny story. Yesterday.
You and your funny stories.
Well, I'm loaded with funny stories.
I know you are.
Yesterday we had a going away party for Jonathan, who went into the military today. Mm-hmm. He's in Milwaukee at the MEPS Center, and he will fly out to South Carolina tomorrow morning. So we're having a kind of a fun going away party. Well, Roy, who's in the chat here, one of our moderators, he and his lovely bride, they were here, and we were talking about our glut of milk. We were saying, oh man, we got so much milk, so much milk, so much eggs. Hey, you guys want some milk? You want some eggs? And so they said, well, sure. And I said, well, how many gallons do you want? And they said, 4, I guess. So we get them the nice, half-gallon milk containers, and I tell my kids, I said, go get 4 gallons and put them in Roy's truck.
I thought you said the back of the truck.
I'm not sure if I said the back of the truck or the truck. So we had to make a quick run to go to the grocery store, and I'm hearing something like sliding around in the back of his truck. And Roy's like, no, it's part of this. It's part of a hitch. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And then we get to the store, and we're shopping. We come back out, and I'm like noticing on the ground there's this like milky something in the ditch because it was raining. I'm like, oh, what is that? And then we're putting the groceries in. I'm like, dude, there's the milk jugs are over there. And there's all these broken milk jugs, and it was so cold out. And it broke a lot of milk jugs, and there was milk all over the place. But the funny thing was, one of the milk jugs, all of the cream had made butter globules because it was shaking around, rattling around in the cold. So, Roy, enjoy your butter.
Hopefully hopefully it was all right.
Tyler Woods asks, what do you do with the extra milk?
Well, so we are starting to make yogurt a lot. And I made my first batch of cheese the other day, and it turned out, how did it turn out?
Great.
Good.
It was a soft cheese.
It was a soft cheese. I made it like I would make the goat cheese, but then I put it in a press. So I pressed it. So
just
actually, just overnight. No, it was about 36 hours. I had it pressed. And I had salted it before I put it in the press, and it turned out to be more like a feta cheese.
It was really good. Turned out good. Nice and mild, but a little tangy, not too bad.
Right.
So, butter, he enjoyed it. Tyler Woods, you slapsticky dude. All right, quick question. I want to get it before it moves on. Single dad homesteading. What is his MOS going to be? He is going to be, I can't remember the actual designation, but he's going to be working on aircraft and helicopter engines.
Is it 15 Bravo?
The power plant.
Is it 15 Bravo?
I don't remember. That's why I said I don't remember. If I remembered, I would tell them.
I thought it was 15 Bravo.
Aircraft and helicopter engines, like the motor, the power plant.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But to get that job, which is super, super good for when you come out, because you can make a lot of money when you come out, he had to sign up for, instead of 4 years, 6.
Yes. So he's in for 6.
Yep. So, okay. Let's see. Other questions. What we got? Tyler Woods is on a roll tonight. Pass the butter.
Right. Ha, ha, ha.
Will you do some cheese making videos? I would love to see that, says Clawfoot.
It's funny because I'm not that experienced on making hard cheeses. I'll be honest. I have tried and I have failed. And that's the nice thing about having your own cow. Nothing's really going to waste, and it doesn't cost you a fortune to make it. And if you have chickens, then the mistakes go to the chickens. They love it, or the pigs.
Yeah.
So I'm getting pretty good at soft cheese. Have not even done mozzarella yet. I used to do mozzarella back in Ohio, and I haven't done it yet. So, working on it.
Okay, so Jesse Blakeman is asking, ever made pepper jelly? And yes. If you guys know the Harry and David brand, they make all that frou-frou food that you get or give away during the holidays, and everything's like really tiny, really expensive, but really delicious. We started out making a copycat of their pepper jelly, and we got it way better. What you do, it's so good. It's like a pepper jelly, but you put it over a block of cream cheese, and so you just cut a little bit off of that, put it on a Ritz cracker into the pie hole.
Into the pie hole.
Into the pie hole.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see. Do either of you suffer with weather anxieties or phobias? Oh, by the way, I read earlier, someone, might be Tyler, was asking if we're in the band of storms coming through. And, truthfully, I haven't looked.
I haven't looked at the weather today. I was checking it yesterday, just seeing if we were going to be getting any of the snow, and I didn't pay attention to anything else.
Yeah.
But the weather anxieties, I know that's a lot of people have that, but we, with the winter so long, you just try and find a lot of things to do inside. I do get a little.
I think they might be asking about because there's been a lot of tornadoes.
Oh, maybe. No, not really. I mean,
you answer and then I'll answer.
Yeah, I get concerned when there's an alert, and I make sure that, we have the right things in the basement that we need, some extra water kind of thing, which we already have set up. We have everything that we need down there, but then making sure that everybody is, okay, you're in charge of getting this person, if it's in the middle of the night, you're in charge of getting this person up, and, that kind of thing. So it's just, I don't think there's any anxieties or phobias.
Well, okay. And mainly because we are believers in Christ.
Right.
And if God wants to take you, he's going to take you.
Yes.
You can run into a hole all you want. It ain't going to matter. So the way I look at it is we take every precaution we can within reason. I mean, we're not going to build a bomb shelter 50 feet down.
No.
But we take every precaution, and then we trust that, what his will be done. So,
yeah,
there's that.
Yeah.
What was that other one? There was another question there. The jelly, ghost pepper jelly. Oh my gracious.
Paulina is asking if I make milk candy.
I have never even heard of that.
I've never even heard of milk candy.
Milk candy.
Sounds interesting.
Creamy.
Milk.
Delicious.
And candy together. Yes.
Milk and sugar together always do some fabulous things.
Oh, yes. And the first time that we had, after Maisie's colostrum was done, we were actually getting milk. Hope made creamy.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, and we'll talk about creamy in a second, but I want to point something out.
Yeah.
The pepper jelly.
Yes.
That's in our cookbook.
Yes.
Tell them about it.
It's
still on sale.
Yeah. You said tell them about it. I thought you meant the recipe, not the cookbook.
The recipe for the pepper jelly is in our cookbook.
It is in our cookbook, and the cookbook is on sale for the rest of the month of May. Actually, for the entire month of May. $3 off, and you have to use the coupon code MOM. And
the link is down below.
Yes.
Okay, how is the bus conversion going? We are working on it, and I actually we got stuck because money's an issue.
Yeah.
We don't have a money tree growing around here, and believe it or not, YouTube doesn't pay that well. No.
So we have the things that we do are out of our own pocket. We don't have a sponsor for that, and which is fine. I'm not saying that we have to have a sponsor, but we have to do things slowly.
So, but what I was going to say is that I have an idea because there was, we're friends with Prep Setter Bob. We're part of the Self-Reliant Roadshow. We were there from the beginning, yada, yada, yippee, skippy, right? But the issue has been some of the plumbing and some of the electrical stuff. We're trying to figure out how to get it, afford it, blah, blah, blah. there's a piece of property that used to be owned by Prepstetter Bob and Mrs. B, and then they gave it to some friends who now don't live there. Well, they left a fifth wheel camper there that's beat all up. It's beat up. It ain't going anywhere.
Right.
And I'm thinking about asking them if I can kind of scavenge parts off of it.
Oh.
See?
I was wondering where you were going with
Aha.
that. Aha. It needs a lot of help, so I thought, are you wanting to get that? Because we don't have even a way to pull that.
No,
so
what I was thinking about doing is saying, hey, can we send you some honey or something and let us pull some parts off of there?
Yeah.
You know, maybe do a little swapping, a little bit of horse trading. Is that what they call that? Horse trading?
I don't know.
So it looks like the milk candy is like a hit. People have been talking about that.
Apparently.
All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's great. Karen's saying my son is a civilian power plant mechanic, 27, already a homeowner. It's a good living. That's the same thing Jonathan will be doing.
Awesome.
That's pretty awesome. Thank you
awesome.
for mentioning that.
All right, so I'm seeing Donna Terry moved.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't even tell us.
No, I knew she was selling her place. She says she's in Kentucky now.
What?
I'm glad, but I didn't need to know that.
DH, it's download only. Yes, it is. And
yes.
we did that intentionally. 2 reasons. To keep the cost down, because if we have to ship it out and make it, it gets really expensive.
It can get expensive, yes.
And then the second thing is, all of our friends overseas or from Canada or where we can't really ship effectively can't get it.
Right. So for now, it is PDF download only, and you can print it out. I put it in those plastic sleeves and stuck it in a 3-ring binder, and it made it really, really nice. So
Matt Wayne is saying, empty the septic before you remove it.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Have you heard those? I think it's a Geico commercial. It's some insurance company commercial, and it starts out like sounding like a nature scene, and it's like there's this sound of like a moose. And he's like, that is the elegant sound of a blah 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 moose. And then you hear it pauses, and you hear the sound of the nature, and then you hear that's not the sound of an elegant moose. That's the sound of a woman's whose RV septic tank has overflowed. And it was really funny. Anyway.
Yikes.
So
that's crazy.
YouTube doesn't pay if we don't watch the whole commercial. Is that right? No. They give you a portion. So just trying to answer that question.
Yeah.
You don't get the whole thing, but you do get a small portion.
Right.
Have you ever learned to make cheese curds? Well, we just got emailed an Amish cheese curd. I emailed it to you.
Yes, you did.
It was emailed to us from a subscriber, and thank you, subscriber. Mm-hmm. And it's the how-to guide to make it from scratch.
Oh, goody. I cannot wait. I'll have to try it, because we have lots of cheese, or lots of milk that I need to do something with.
And continue on with the milk thing. We also give it to the dogs.
We do. Okay, say I have poured my milk I filter it into a big 2.5-gallon glass jar, okay? That has a spout on it. It's like an iced tea container, that you can get at Sam's or whatever. And so I fill up, say, 2.5 gallons of jugs. Well, there's a little bit left. I don't want to fill up, put another little bit into a 1/2-gallon jar and take up all this space in the refrigerator. So I give it to the dogs. And they love it. They actually sit and wait for it.
And beg. Well, right. But also, too, you got to think, guys, what's crazy that we did not expect is we have 2 full regular refrigerators and then a smaller, like, beveragey refrigerator, and they're completely filled.
Well, not anymore. Not since I gave.
We gave away 4 gallons.
Gave 4 gallons to Roy and Shelley. I actually gave a gallon to our neighbor here. And then a couple gallons to another neighbor. So we're.
Yeah, we've been making calls the dawn.
And I'm not selling it. I'm giving it away.
So we're not going to get in trouble with the law.
Not going to get in trouble with the law.
Oh, man.
Right. But yeah, so, and the refrigerator downstairs is just one of those little apartment refrigerators. It's
Right.
not a full-size refrigerator. It's the refrigerator we actually bought for the bus, but we haven't put it in the bus yet because we haven't made the right space for it.
Wiz in PA, are they crunchy fried cheese curds? Yes. Now, this is a weird thing, and I'll tell you, I've got this I do not understand. Around here, you can go to a gas station, you can go to a grocery store, you can go to any kind of weird store, and they have cheese curds for sale sitting out on the counter.
Yeah.
And I can't get my head wrapped around that.
I know.
I can't do it. You're supposed to refrigerate cheese.
I know. I told that to Mark, and I couldn't. Cheese is supposed to be in the fridge. I can't. Never mind. Can't do it. How many guitars do you have?
Hobo or you board bucks. Sorry. I don't know. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually Jonathan's, but he's never coming. He doesn't want it back. 5.
That's one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
6, 7, and 8. And this one, 8 guitars. And you're right, that is not enough. This guitar is very special to me. It is a Fender Stratocaster. It's the Players series. I put the locking tuners on there because it needs to stay in tune better. Mm-hmm. And, oh yeah, humbucker, single coil, single coil. This was a present from my lovely bride for our 25th wedding anniversary. Yeah. And I cherish and love that guitar, but not nearly as much as I cherish and love my bride.
Oh, thank you, honey.
So,
Phoebe, okay. Well, I won't talk about that anymore.
What?
We give all our extra milk to our pigs.
Oh, yeah.
And our chickens. Actually, whenever I make yogurt or cheese, they get all of the whey. They love it. The pigs and chickens, they love the milk and the whey. So I'll save the fresh milk, right? And once the milk just starts to go a little sour, I'll use it for biscuits and pancakes. Any baking thing, and whatever's left, then I'll give to the chickens and pigs. They love it.
Let's see. I count the guitar on the wall. I count 3 guitars in the hall. I count the guitar on the shelf. When I'm alone, I guitar myself. That's funny. You know what? Fun Size Lady and all these other folks saying I should play a lick or two. You know what? Maybe we could talk Barry into playing some tomorrow. Barry's they're from the This Is How We Rock channel, and you got to watch these guys. He has played with the Scorpions. He has played with Ted Nugent. We went over this. He's played with everybody, like Doc and all the cool rock bands from the 80s. The guy is killer. Mm-hmm. He's like talking like there's nothing, no big deal. No big deal. Just like, he's still playing.
That's funny.
You should check out their channel because what was it? Joy to the World. He did a version of Joy to the World, and it's just cool.
That's awesome.
Maybe we can get him to come and play. I will not play when he's playing because it will be embarrassing to be even in the room. I will not. But I promise you, we will figure it out soon.
So Tyler Wood says, Wisconsin, where seldom is heard a discouraging curd.
Home on the range.
Nice. Yeah, that's
where
right.
the beer and sausages play.
That's funny. Donna Terry, cheese curds are just a small little clump of cheese.
It's like the first part.
Yeah, it's just that I've never watched them be made. Sorry. And I've never made them. So this will be an interesting process.
Well, and a lot of people call it squeaky cheese.
Yeah, because when it's warm, when it's still a little bit warm.
Well, even if it's just fresh.
Yeah, yes, it will squeak when you eat it. It's really strange.
Yep, we've had many a squeaky cheese, and I think we might have to. We'll try to get them over to the Gouda place.
Yes,
they got that massive trampoline. Remember that thing? Mm-hmm. I don't even know how they built it, but it's like this gigantic, probably.
Bladder. It looks like a bladder.
It looks like a big bladder, but it's 20 feet by probably 40 feet of a big inflated thing.
Yeah.
And kids go on it and go nuts.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the mattresses that the cows lay on.
Maybe it's just a really big one.
Okay, now, and you think I'm making a joke because I'm saying the mattresses that the cows lay on.
Oh, they do.
They actually have they're water-filled very thin water-filled mattresses that these cows lay on, because a lot of cows are in the barn 365 days a year.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. But that's
how they do their.
That's how
that's
the
how
big
they do
industry
their
is.
thing.
Right, but they have these. I think they're actually made by Serta.
Like the mattress people.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But so they have these little water-filled mattresses that all the cows lay on. It's quite hysterical.
Well, and some of these bigger farms. Let me tell you what. This is something crazy, and it's new, and I cannot believe that they're doing this, but it's amazing. They have this new system. It's actually a robotic milking system. Mm-hmm. Each cow gets geotagged, and they basically train the cow to go into this. It's a little, not a parlor. It's just like a thing. It's like a monolith. And then what happens is when the cow it's turned to milk, it has all these sensors on it, and the arms come out and the things come up.
Cleans it.
Mm-hmm. Gets it ready to go. Mm-hmm. Milks it. Mm-hmm. Pulls it away. They go on their merry way.
Yep.
And it's automated. Mm-hmm. And so the cows know exactly when to come in.
Mm-hmm. And if the cow's already been in,
it won't allow it.
It won't be milked.
And if the cow doesn't show up, it will automatically send a message to the farmer saying, hey, this cow's over here, and it's supposed to be over here, right, and it did not get milked.
Right, so which means there's probably a problem. And they said they have a similar situation or setup for calves. They put these tags on the calves, and the calves will go up and get their milk, and it feeds them the right amount, and whatever they don't drink, it sends a message to the farmer. If the calf doesn't show up, then they get a text. If the calf comes back a short time later and it's not time for them to be fed again, then they won't get any milk.
Right. Right. It's crazy what they're doing now. And I'll tell you what, though, some of these big milking stations, I don't understand how they can do it. There's there's a farm by here that they said that they do $1 million in business every day, which that's hard for me to believe.
Well, how many they had?
It's tons, but the milking parlor, the milking parlor is a gigantic. Think of like a merry-go-round. It's a rotating dairy. It just goes real slow. The cows know when to get in there. They go in there. They're cleaned down. They're milked, and then by the time they get around to the other side, they just go on their merry way. Yeah. Yeah. So it's been crazy how to see how much technology has grown from just squirt, 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 squirt. Man, Tyler Woods is on the ball with his jokes today. He said, does that make certified whole milk? Yeah. He's loaded with what I call dad jokes. Ah, yes. Yes. And the only dad joke that I can remember is this, and you're going to have to play along with me. And I know it's not really going to work because of it being live, but you'll do it then. So you play along, and I'll do the joke with you. Okay. So you ready? We got to be dramatic. Maybe. We got to be dramatic about it. Okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? I'm in a pileup. I'm in a pile of poo. Yes, you are. That's what I call a terrible joke. That's what I call a dad joke. That's a terrible joke. That's a dad joke. Phoebe says, I saw a guy with dairy cows that trained them to come into the parlor at milking time. Cool. That's actually normal here. That's normal. They know. Yeah. You get these cows, it sometimes takes a little while to get them in their routine. But like for Maisie, I go and open up the gate and she walks straight into her stanchion. And it's 35, 40 feet away. So, I mean, there are on occasion some days where she decides she wants to go on a little walk down the rest of the barn and just, wander around. She's done that before. But 98% of the time she goes straight into her stanchion
Because she knows I've put grain in there.
They're driven by food.
They are completely driven by food.
They're driven by food.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of food.
Yes, ma'am.
Dottie.
Dottie is Maisie's baby.
No, Dottie is not Maisie's baby.
Like I said, Dottie is not Maisie's baby.
Dottie is our other heifer.
Dottie's our udder heifer.
An udder heifer.
It's going downhill fast, people. Going downhill fast.
So Dottie is our other heifer who is going to be bred in August, hopefully. Stop with the jokes.
I'm loving the jokes.
Anyway, she still has her horns. And Dottie is just a lover. She just wants me to scratch her head. She wants to rub her head on my leg. Well, she did that today.
She gives you the old...
I have a bruise this big on my leg.
How big is it?
It's this big. Because she jabbed me with her horn. And I bruise easily. So...
Lilano life. What a great joke. Why did the chicken cross the playground, Mama?
I don't know.
To get to the other slide. Good job. That is a dad joke.
That is fantastic. I like that one.
That is a dad joke.
I like that one.
Bring on the jokes. I want to see some dad jokes. But there was something else here that I wanted to see.
Kind of like chewing on a mouse. That kind of squeak.
No. Where is it?
It's...
Oh, I'm trying to...
I guess. No, it's not. You don't chew on mice. But it's like...
It squeaks.
It squeaks.
It makes a squeaky sound when you chew it.
Because it's like rubbery. It's like the rubbery... When you're chewing on something rubbery. I don't know.
That's my brother from the udder. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, bring on the dad jokes. That was really funny.
Besides the cheese, there's a lot of corn in that chat.
That's funny. Tyler Woods, teenagers are driven by food. Does that mean make them livestock?
Oh,
yes. 100%. Because they only care when you got something to give them.
Yeah, they're only motivated by food. When we have to give them a bale of hay, they are all about that hay.
They're waiting.
And they want it's...
So,
yeah.
Now this is kind of funny because the Don, he had to help us out. Well, he didn't have to. He did because he likes us and we like him. Mm-hmm. He helped us out get our last bale of hay from the machine shed into the where they are. That cow, Maisie, she makes this sound like she's like either angry or I don't even know, but she's like,
I don't know.
Moo. And
Yeah.
she won't stop until she has access to that new bale of hay.
Right. Oh my gosh.
All right, adaptive maritimer.
Why did the duck cross the road? Okay, Tim, why did the duck cross the road?
We gotta wait.
Ah, darn.
Let's see.
Okay, common sense. University doesn't give a degree. Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get away from the colonel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's.
I guess we're gonna have to wait on the response there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So, I think what?
Nothing.
We're pooped, guys.
Yeah, and I ran out of water. I'm really thirsty today. Oh well.
Okay. We are actually gonna beg your pardon. We're gonna beg it. We're gonna beg that pardon. And
wait, I have one more joke here.
You got one more joke?
Why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Because they lack toes.
That's funny.
Yes.
Okay.
Chicken was way too tired too.
Okay, please have her dehorned. Mom took one between her ribs. And all the cow did was turn her head.
Yeah, and that is the plan. We just, our friends who have the dairy, she was going to come and help me dehorn her when she was little, and we never were able to get around to it. And I've never had a problem with the steers. That we've left the horns on the steers, and we've never had a problem with them. It's just Dottie. She's just so loving. And wants to be pet and scratched.
That's still gonna get hurt.
It does hurt. So, she's jabbed me in the behind before too.
Yeah.
So we are going to have her dehorned. We just have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Well, and
what is the old-fashioned way? I don't even know.
We've been told that you can go ahead and take a some kind of a saw and just get a nick in there, get a nice little ledge, and then really tight rubber bands in there?
Well, we would use castrating bands. We did that with our goats, and it worked really well. So we're going to have to do that with her. But we have to put a little notch in the horn so that the band doesn't roll off, because it's wide at the base and narrow at the top, so it's going to just roll right off. But
oh, that's a cat says, did you hear about the cheese factory that exploded in France? There was nothing left but debris.
That's funny. What do you call a cow with no legs?
Ground beef.
Yeah.
What do you cow with two legs? Lean beef. That was from Steve. He had that one.
Oh, funny.
All right, with that, guys, we got to go and rest. We got another day, and I actually have to edit video.
He has to edit video, and I have to go help the kids clean the kitchen.
So, with that, thank you for tolerating the technical difficulty in the beginning there.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys back next week. And, well, once again, thank you.
Yep. Good night.
Have a nice night. Goodbye.
Bye.